Hi folks, today we're going to look in this video at the TIR operation of the L9100 Air Column gauge. The TIR stands for Total Indicating Readout. When the TIR is on, you'll see it will say up in the upper right corner of the display here, TIR in red letters. Now, the idea here with TIR is it allows for dynamic readings while a part is being moved or rotated in a fixture. So if I turn a part in the fixture and there is variation as it turns, you'll see the display being able to move back and forth. And it will hold the maximum value it sees until reset. Now I've programmed the two lower buttons of our display, the U1 and U2. U1 turns TIR on or off, and U2 I've programmed it to do a TIR reset. So I'm going to put the air on first, and we'll just see how this works. Okay, so if I press this again, it'll turn TIR off, and that red light will disappear. If I press it again, it turns it back on. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a reset, and our reset for, currently it's programmed to display max minus min. So in other words, as this part turns, it's going to record and detect the maximum value it receives and the minimum value, and it's always going to display the differences between those two. So as I turn here, okay, I've gone through a revolution, and there's the difference it's seen between the max and the minimum positions, and I can press a reset and it will put it back to the 20% point. And when we're using the max minus min TIR function, it will always start, the zero set point will start 20 LEDs up from the bottom. That allows for a more full usage of the total display. Okay. If we go into the utility menu, as I've done here, and we scroll down to TIR setup, you can see that you can either turn TIR on or off, or to have it programmed from the user buttons like I currently have. You can set the TIR type. So if you press that, there's a sub-menu. Currently it's programmed for TIR max minus min. You can also program it for TIR max, so all it's going to display is the maximum positions then, or TIR min will only display the minimum values that it sees as the part is turned. When you utilize these two functions, the zero reset point is at the middle of the bar graph display rather than the 20% point, because all you're going to see is positive movement. If I go down to ABS here, which stands for absolute value, and we'll press that. This is not strictly a TIR function, but we include it in this menu in any case. As we turn the part, back here, it will simply display the average value as the part is turned. Whether it's positive or minus, it doesn't matter. It will always display from the 0 point upwards, because the negative values are converted to positive. Okay, so it will always be an average, positive average value. The TIR can also be reset automatically rather than using a button if you choose to do so. In this case, you should set the TIR operation to on rather than user, and select a TIR auto reset time from the menu. So we'll go in and we'll look at that. Go into program, down to the utility menu, and down to TIR setup. And you can see here TIR auto reset, the second from the bottom. We go into that. It allows you to set a reset time, and what this does is that particularly for automated conditions, you can set a time where, for example, if I select reset 4 seconds, when a operator is inserting a part into a fixture and he turns it, and he lifts that part out of the fixture to put the next one back in, that will typically cause the display to peak. The column will recognize that a part has been removed and it will start this reset time. So the operator would have therefore 4 seconds to take the part out and put the next part in before it actually performs the reset. Another TIR feature which is available is what is called the fast mode. If I go into the utility menu again and I go down to TIR setup, and in this menu, third from the bottom, you'll see TIR fast on and off. What this is, in the normal TIR operation, as the part is turned in the fixture, dimensional samples are periodically taken and the display is updated to show the current maximum values during the sweep. This process only samples a minimum number of measurements, however, as the part is turned, and you could miss flaws if the part is turned rapidly in the fixtures, for example in an automated process. So the fast mode samples many more times per second, but it doesn't update the display until the reading period is completed. The rate of sampling is approximately 3,200 times per second. So the user can select the number of readings from between 1,000, we'll just press this, 1,000 readings to 10,000 readings. For example, if you select 5,000 reading samples, then once the TIR reset is initiated, the reading process will run for about 1.55 seconds, during which time the part is being rotated, and then the display will show the TIR maximums during this period after this rotation has been completed. So the part rotation should begin just before the reset is pressed and stop just after the reading period has been completed. And this basically covers all of our TIR functions for the column.